some stories from the last few festivals. I will include a few stories from Woodstock festivals. This is a story time. If you got things to do, maybe you can just put this audio in the background and work on your bike or whatever. There were no pictures, there were no editing in this video, so you can just put it on audio or download it as an audio file and listen to it when you're riding your bike or cleaning. Pay attention to traffic though. So this year, 2016, for the RT4 Bike Fest, if you haven't been aware, we're obviously upping the ante, almost fall off the football. We're upping the ante, we're upping the personality type, we're upping the intensity, everything's just improvements, updates, upgrades all the time. People complain about that, but then they go, oh my god, iPhone 7's coming out, I've got to get rid of my iPhone 6s, it's not good enough. So this is like our festival, man. We're upgrading all the time. Upgrades, updates, personality updates, fitness updates, everything updated this year for 2016. It's going to be the best ever because we can just build upon our experience year after year after year. I remember last year I was thinking we got to get some, a bit more of a diverse social media crew in there. So we got Cena to come and Annie and a few other people to come, and it was a big mistake. It was a big mistake because I don't realise afterwards, after all the fucking nuclear fucking fallout settled down, I realised that we don't want it bigger. Because when it's bigger, then you don't want a festival bigger. You want it more quality. Because bigger means all little shit comes into it. You want it quality, and you want to expand that quality. Otherwise, if you produce, it's like bananas, yeah? I mean, they produce a lot of bananas here in Australia, but they're shit quality. Because they just focus on quantity versus quality. And people don't really they don't really get passionate about bananas. So if we had 10,000 people at an event, it'd be like shit would be going down, it'd just be like messy. But if you got 500 people or less and it's really quality, then every single individual gets more attention, more effort, more time, and then they can become leaders in their community. And that's our goal, is to create leaders and spread them around the world. Clones. A clone. So I was just trying to create clones. That would be fucking awesome. Wouldn't it be cool if we had more people who are vegan, who gave a fuck about sustainable transport, rode their bike more, and who are just down-to-earth motherfuckers, who weren't trying to make a dollar off every motherfucker excessively. Everyone's going to make coin, but when it's like, that's fucking weird, man. It's shit. So we're trying to clone goodness. It's not so much like we're awesome or whatever. It's just cloning goodness, man. Paying it forward. Sharing skills that are good, worthwhile. So many people are really good at shit that's really dumb. Why don't we become really good at stuff that's really good, that's worthwhile for the planet? So we realised that having the drama queens like as Cena and Annie and that is a bad mistake because it diverted a lot of positive energy from the festival into negative stuff. Created a lot of drama and just flakes. We realised that having anorexics at the festival is a bad idea because one of them fell over at the pool and cracked a hip and had to go to hospital, and so that was a bad idea. We understood that having total noobs at the festival is a bad idea because people have bad bicycle crashes, and other people crash onto them, and so that's got to change. People say, I've only got, you've only just told us now. No, it's always been a motherfucking bike festival, man. Always been a bike festival. Hasn't been called the bike festival, but it's always been a bike festival. Every motherfucking day we meet at 7 o'clock and ride up that motherfucking mountain. Every single day of the festival. That's the main thing, man. And then the Q&A. And everyone rides their bikes there. All the good crew ride bikes there. If you've got an injury, for sure, you ride your motorbike. But it's always been that way, man. So if you've been paying attention, if you're not just one of these shallow shit cunt personality types who goes, I just want to lose weight, I just want to get jacked, I just get ripped, then you wouldn't be paying much attention. But people who really want to live the RT4 is cycling. If you're not cycling, you're not doing RT4. If you're a runner and you don't ride a bike, how the fuck do you transport yourself around? That's shit. That's why when I worked in the gym and I was a spin instructor, people were driving their motherfucking cars to come to my spin class or my body pump or my personal training. And I'm thinking, what the fuck are these people doing? In my head, I'm thinking, they're dumb fucks. But I'm thinking, hang on, they're coming to see me. I'm the problem, man. So I quit the gym. I'm like, I can't work in a place where people come to burn calories and they drive their car to see me. I can't do that. That's like shit. I can't run a festival where people are just driving taxis around to get to the fucking Q&A about weight loss. That's why the fuck would you do that? I remember last year there was a few people drove taxis or got lifts up to the top of the mountain, and then they'd sort of push in and just go, hey, Freely, hey, what's up? And I'm like, well, these people you just pushed in front of, they rode their bike up the mountain. How'd you get up here? You look fresh-faced. Your makeup's still perfect. I got a taxi. Hey, can I get a selfie? You know? And that's sort of shit cunt personality attitude is not cool. Like, why should you get priority just because you can put your makeup on your face better than the next person and you catch a fucking taxi to the top of the mountain? You know, that's the sort of... We don't hate these people, but that's not what the festival's about. We don't want that sort of like pretentious, like cliquey, elitist sort of thing. People say, your festivals are becoming elitist. Yes, it is. In a good sense, though. In a safety sense, to increase the safety, to increase the enjoyment. It's not about, oh, you don't drive a Porsche. Oh, you can't come home with us. You don't have to have a $20,000 bicycle to come ride with us. As long as your bike is safe and it works and it fits you, you can ride with us. It can be a fucking $500 Trek F-Series hybrid. Or it can be a fucking $20,000 Persona or whatever, you know? People who want to say it's elitist are the people who would never come to the event anyway. The people who say, oh, it's going to come anyway. No, but it's good that you didn't come because you'd be a shit cunt personality and be drained out of anyone else. Another example is the people who would come last year and they would rent bikes and they wouldn't wear helmets. And we're like, maybe you should put a helmet on. And they're arguing with us. That's a shit cunt personality. It's like, okay, so if you hit your head and die, obviously a helmet doesn't give you 100% certainty of survival. But wearing a helmet fucking works, man. But we're having these arguments with people at the restaurants or whatever, and there's other attendees around thinking, yeah, like, why do I have to wear a helmet? Why the fuck are we wasting our time? Why the fuck are you wasting our time debating about whether helmets are safe at our event? Like, we don't want to deal with that shit anymore, okay? So if you want to ride a bike around Chiang Mai without a helmet, do that, but don't be associated with that event. Okay? Because one day someone's going to have a massive head injury. And I remember when I lived in Koh Phangan on the island, there was this lady, a yoga instructor, and she hit her head, man. And I'm not sure if she died, but she was in a coma and she was like either severe brain damage. What's that? She was in critical. No helmet, man.
No,
you know?
brain damage.
She got brain damage then? Yeah. You know? So... that's not what we're a lot older than most of the people that are coming, and we're experienced when it comes to events and travel, etc. So when we say something, it's for your best interests, and it's for our best interests, and it's for everyone's best interests. So listen to it, please. Respect that. It's a free fucking festival, man. And the shit cunts that complain, we don't want you there. Just in case you're not aware, we don't want you there because it's not safe to have you at our event. You give it a bad name, bad rep. Another story, I remember in 2011 at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, we had a guy trying to do breatharian, dry fasting, and he had the shit cunt vibe going on, and I could tell he was slipping into psychosis. And then one night I found him naked, running through the compost bin, there's massive compost, but he'd been at Woodstock Fruit Festival. Who was at Woodstock Fruit Festival? This huge compost pile. In 2011, in 2012, it was huge. And he was fucking sky running into that, just like running, he was naked. And I heard this like moaning and shit, so I went down, thought, fuck, someone's having some loud sex, you know, what's going on? And then I got close and realised no one's having sex, they were just speaking tongue, not giving tongue. And so I went down with my torch, and I was like, you know, high-powered torch, and I was like, fuck, this dude naked, and he's bleeding. And so I went up and said, hey dude, you're good, man, you're good, you know? I thought you're something, blah, blah, blah. And I've had experience dealing with mental health situations, so I diffused it pretty cool, and he was alright. And I went back and told Mike, I said, dude, there's a dude naked in psychosis, you know, I think we should get him some help because he might hurt himself or someone else. Cops come bailed him up. When you have a fruit festival, you have people like that, the fringe dwellers, and everyone, you know, I've been there myself, not to that level, but I've been there where you get a little bit like bananas, you know, a little bit nuts, eating too many nuts, or just trying to live on just bananas, nothing else, no water, etc. You go a little bit, the brain chemistry. So we're trying to get her out of that. And we want to help people race to the next level. Another story would be the one guy at Woodstock Fruits Festival was in the cabin masturbating, you know, loudly, having a tug. If you want to tug under the rug, just fucking don't do it in your fucking cabin, man, with other people around. So this dude was having a tug under the rug, with other people around. So Mike Arnstein don't fuck around. He gets people out quick. And as soon as he found out, he's just like, "You're out of here. No refund. Fuck off. Call the cops." There's a lot, and even at our festival, I see people, exploiting other people, girls or guys or people not experienced or whatever. Another story last year was Evan Rock. Now, I don't hate Evan Rock, but when he beats all Namaste, Shiny, I love eternal hearts, just to steal a heartbeat into eternity, all that bullshit. And he was at, I think it was a Marina Inn, and two brothers were there. We're all mutual friends, but Evan didn't know that they knew him and then they knew me. And so Evan's at the reception, he's going, "Wi-Fi! Do you have fucking Wi-Fi? Do you fucking speak English? Wi-Fi!" And this is like 20-year-old Thai receptionist, who English is like so-so. And Evan Rock's just going off at her, like, "Yeah." And this guy's like, "Whoa, that's not the dude we know on YouTube, man." So that sort of... And then Evan's walking around, he's just like, giving everyone the eternal fucking love hug stare and all that sort of stuff. Whenever someone does that in public or on YouTube, you know that that's not what they're really like behind the scenes. And so that's another thing. We don't want people with all these fake personas, That's another trait of the guy who wear no shirt, no shoes, just a pair of jeans, and just like, "Hey man, I just stepped out of a Calvin Klein advert, and I'm pretty good looking. What do you think, But then they're shit cunts to people who can't do anything for them. If you're an attractive girl, it's like, "Oh my god, like, are you feeling? Your heart space is like amazing." But otherwise, they just wouldn't give you the time of day. All right. Same with some of the girls. It's like, "How many subs do you got? Oh my god! Oh wow! Like wow! We're like sisters! Oh my god, besties!" So we're trying to steer away that sort of crowd, that personality. Does that make sense? And when we have those people away, those personality types away, then that's when you can have real community. There's less tension, there's less fakeness, there's less bickering. You're always going to have a little bit of something going on. But let's have it about more meaningful things versus just attention-seeking girls with daddy issues or guys with mummy issues or whatever, people with drug issues or, Let's understand that's what we're going for. So does that make sense? Does that make sense? Let us know down in the comments below. Leave us a comment, share your thoughts, share some stories from last year. But I've got to say, the people that cause the most drama in any festival I've ever been to were the non-cyclists. The people like, "Oh my god, I have to ride a bike." Stop being a lazy fucking shit cunt and ride a bike. Unless you have some sort of physical disability where you can't. If you can physically ride a bike, you are being a shit cunt every time you're not.